It's an AFC East battle between the Bills and the Pats as the Lions, Dolphins, and Eagles are all searching for that sixth win of the season. Hey everyone, welcome into another NFL Breakdown. Rob Wong joined alongside by Postmedia sports betting columnist Don Brennan and Toronto Sun NFL writer Dan Bilicki. Time to get there against the spread picks for week number 7. And Don, we'll start with you. It was not the prettiest victory for the Bills last week, but a win is a win is a win. They'll now head out on the road to Foxborough to face the Pats. Buffalo, an 8.5-point favorite. Can they actually cover this week?
I don't think anybody expected them to have as much trouble with Tyrod Taylor as they did last week and the Giants, but they pulled it through in the fourth quarter. And you know, I think that this is a week that they've been sort of looking for. I think that they've been looking forward to games against the Patriots ever since Tom Brady left. They've won 6 of the 7 meetings since then. 5 of them have been by double digits. I think that Josh Allen, he's gotten over his shoulder. I think that he's going to be fine. And I think that, despite the loss of Matt Milano and the run game that's going to be affected by it, I think that they're going to handle the Patriots quite easily.
Yeah, like you said, they only lost one time since in their past 7 meetings, and that one was like in gale force winds, and Mac Jones only threw 3 passes, and they've ramped the score every other time. Mac Jones is 0-12 as an underdog in his career, and I think the clock is ticking down on Bill Belichick.
All right, let's move on to a team that I think is becoming a lot of people's favorites, Dan. That's the Detroit Lions, who continue to roll, having now won 4 in a row. They're in Baltimore to take on the 4-2 Ravens. Are you sticking with the hot hand in the Lions, despite the fact they are 3-point road underdogs?
I think so. After years of suffering, the Lions have built their way up to be like a real Super Bowl contender. They have a 5-1 record, both straight up and against the spread. Jared Goff has won 7 of his past 8 road starts, and the team ranks second DVOA behind only the 49ers. The Ravens aren't far behind, but they are coming back from England, and I think that Aiden Hutchinson for the Lions is going to make life miserable for Lamar Jackson.
I came into the season thinking the Baltimore Ravens could have a legitimate shot at winning the Super Bowl, and I still like their defense. Their offense just has not been getting the job done or not been moving it like I thought they would with the pieces that they have. I really think that going into this week, that they're facing a team, the Detroit Lions, boy, oh boy, how many years have we watched them just be miserable? And now they're one of 3 teams that rank in top 10 in both offense and defense. I like the Ravens, this first game back. I'd like them to have that energy, but playing the Lions, I don't know. The Lions, even without their running backs, or they might be getting Jamar Gibbs back, which would be a big boost. But I still can't take my eyes off that 14-2 against the spread mark that they have in their last 16 games. So I think the Ravens could win this game, but I like the Lions to cover.
Finally, Don, it's a battle of 2 5-1 teams, the Eagles hosting the Dolphins. Philly struggled last week in an ugly loss to the Jets. They are 2.5-point favorites in this one. Do you like them to bounce back?
I think that the Eagles have just not been the team that we thought they would be either. I think that they've struggled on defense, and I think that they've, a potentially very serious injury to Lane, or a loss of Lane Johnson, their offensive tackle, the outstanding player that he is. Now, he did return to practice today, Thursday, but no telling if he's going to be 100%. And I really think that against the Dolphins, they're going to have to keep up punch for punch. Miami's moved the ball 100 more yards than any other team. Second is Eagles. And Tyreek Hill is just on a mission. Philadelphia's pass defense is lower half of the pack. I think they're going to have a hard time keeping up to the Dolphins. I like the visitors to come in, win the game outright, and cover.
Yeah, I think so too. There's just something off about the Eagles this season. Maybe it's the Super Bowl losers curse there. And, that was on display last week against the Jets. They just made mistakes, and then the injuries started piling up, and they couldn't keep up. So I think we've seen how explosive the Dolphins' offense can be, and it's going to be hard for the Eagles to keep up.
Yeah, it should be a fun one on Sunday night. As always, let us know what you're betting on in the comments section below. For all of Don and Dan's NFL picks, head to the Toronto Sun.